good, y'all? Yo, you already know if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, drop that sub, turn on them noties, alright? So, man, I gotta know what James Gunn says, bro. So it says James Gunn responds to backlash over recent DC changes, which nobody's happy with anything that's going on right now in DC. So it says DC Studio Chief James Gunn took to social media to call out abusive fans and promise that he and his partner Peter Safran are committed to doing what they believe is best as custodians of DC superheroes. The Guardians of the Galaxy filmmaker, who is reportedly writing an upcoming Superman movie, has been on the receiving end of a lot of online negativity for years now. But hashtag fires James Gunn has been trending on Twitter more or less nonstop since he confirmed that Henry Cavill would not be returning as Man of Steel. You know what's crazy? Christopher Reeves made Superman. You would have never heard DC or any type of entertainment wise that hired someone like that just cut their actor out. That's like Marvel cutting Tony Stark out, saying, you know what, we're going to cut you out. You know, you find ways to work around it. And with DC, they could have found a way to implement Henry Cavill in it, especially when you had the Flash movie coming up. Anything is possible when you have the Flash because he can reverse time, do time changes. Anything's possible. Let me get back into bullshit. All right, so we got where we at? Cavill will not be returning as Man of Steel. Many of Gunn's loudest critics have been from within the Restore the Snyderverse fan community, but not all. Gunn said, as he previously, that he and Safran understood that they were getting into by taking the job. He also said that he knew there would be a period of adjustment due to the fractious nature of what has been going on with Warner Bros. And DC for the last few years. One of the things Peter and I were aware of when we took the job as head of DC Studios was a certain minority of people online that could be well uproarious and unkind, to say the least. Gunn wrote to Instagram. So this is what Gunn he just tweeted. This is his quote. Our choices for the DCU are based upon what we believe is best for the story and best for the DC characters who have been around for nearly 85 years. So in that first sentence, our choices for the DCU are based upon what we believe, what they believe. So in other words, they don't care about us fans. That tells you all you need to know right there. This little thing he just said right here. Our choices for the DCU are based upon what we believe is best for the story and best for the DC characters who have been around for nearly 85 years. They care about them. They don't care about us fans. That just confirmed it right there. Perhaps these choices are great, perhaps not, but they are made within sincere hearts and integrity and always with the story in mind. No one loves to be harassed or called names, but to be frank, we've been through significantly worse. Disrespectful outcry will never, ever affect our actions. We were aware there would be a period of turbulence when we took this gig, and we knew we would sometimes have to make difficult and not so obvious choices, especially in the wake of the fractious nature of what came before us. But this means little to us in comparison to our jobs as artists, custodians, in helping to create a wide, wonderful future of DC. I want to read that quote just one more time. Our choices for the DCU are based upon what we believe is best for the story and best for our DC characters for our nearly 85 years. So that's a big fuck you to us fans. All right, let me carry on. Gunn, the brains behind the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, was tapped to run DC Studios in October, along with Safran, who was working with Gunn for years. The pair said little about their plans. We don't even need to hear the rest. So that's what he said, man. Listen, DC has been in shambles for years, but it's not. James Gunn. Nobody wants James Gunn. Nobody wants James Gunn. Like I said before, the first Galaxy of the Guardian was lit. I liked it. Second one, Suicide Squad, get it out. Fucking hot dumpster juice. Nobody liked that. And Peacemaker, I've watched a little bit and I did enjoy it. However, I do not want Marvel coming to DC. That's the one thing I love with the Snyderverse, and I love with Man of Steel, and I love with Christopher Nolan. They wasn't trying to be like Marvel. I don't want DC to be like Marvel. I want DC to be in their own lane. That's why I enjoyed the movie so much, because it was so much different. Like, don't get me wrong, Marvel is good. Like, Marvel has its ways of being good and being bad at the same time. But I like the darkness. I like that with DC. That's what made DC so different than Marvel, and I loved it. it was just nice getting something different. Like Marvel, sometimes they joke too damn much. It's too kid friendly. Like us grown adults, we want something to what you call it? We want something to work with too. You know what I'm saying? Especially us people who grew up in the comic books. So I don't know, man. He's got a big slate ahead of him. Because if you've been on social media lately, I even seen somebody's somebody putting something up saying, uh, when James Gunn movies comes out with Superman, we're not gonna buy the super we're not gonna go see it. We're gonna buy Man of Steel instead. We're gonna go buy Man of Steel instead of supporting the new Superman movie. Like that's how far people are willing to take this. Like I'll never ever back people, harassing people online or whatnot, because you should never do that. But also at the same time, when it comes to this, not you never back. Don't talk crazy to people online. You gotta hit them where the wallet hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like and like I said in the previous post, this is coming from a DC fan. I'm just tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm not supporting any further DC stuff. I'm the biggest Batman fan out there. I'm not supporting anything. So how am I gonna act on that? I'm just not gonna buy nothing. I ain't buying. I'm not buying anything, bro. I'm not supporting nothing. I'm just tired. I'm tired of the same stuff. We've been getting the same stuff for years, man. We'll get good movies, and then we gotta hear origin stories all over, and then they gotta start new and start fresh, and we gotta learn all these new different things, and just we're so sick and tired of this rinse repeat process. It's literally been happening so long with characters like Batman. Like I love Batman, bro, but how many origin stories have we had with Batman? So many. Now they're doing the same thing with Superman. And all these great actors we just had are going away. So I don't know, man. That's where I stand with this. I'm just not gonna support anything. I'm not looking forward to anything DC puts out except the Batman 2. That's the only one I will support. But I ain't gonna lie, man. With James Gunn's new stuff, I don't care. Like I said in the video before, I just don't care. I don't care about nothing they got planned, because as a fan, I'm just tired. And as a comic book, superhero fan, I'm just tired of the rinse repeat process that has been for years, man. I don't know. That's all I gotta say up on this. But let me read that quote one more time, just so you guys know what I'm talking about here with James Gunn. Let me go up. Let me go up one more. Let me go up one more thing. And I quote. Gotta find it first. Hold on. Our choices for the DCU are based upon what we believe is best for the story and best for the DC characters who have been around for nearly 85 years. I'm gonna end it on that. Y'all let that sit how y'all want to sit, take it how you want to take it, but I take it as a big spit in the face of us fans, because they don't care about what us fans want. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next man. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's